Hey guys, how is everyone doing? We are back here for another video. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and hit the like button. Yes, so we're going to get into this. So I decided to do this video because I really lied to y'all. I really didn't say much, but I've been reading the comments and I'm going to find a specific person that says something to me in the comments, and I hope I can find their names. But what she said was, well, I'll just look for her stuff. What she said was, we want your honest reaction. We want to know how you feel and what you think. And I'm going to still stick with what I said. I'm not in these people businesses, Funky Dineva, what is her name? Michelle Drama, because I don't know the interworkings of their friendship. So therefore, for me to have a whole bunch to say just because I heard what he said to her, but for some reason, people keep saying, oh, well, he a man. He said this. He was a man when he was her friend. He was always a man. So y'all want me to get into the what he said. And this is what I want y'all to think about. And I don't know him. I don't need to be his friend. I don't want to be his friend. None of that. But I like to be fair. A lot of times, y'all women want to pull the women card or the woman card when it's convenient. Okay. When I first ran across a video, it was Michelle's. She was talking about what he had did. Now, somebody in the comments gonna say, you don't, give her the, expiration date to when she can stop feeling a certain kind of way. True. But here's the deal. You can choose to be happy or you can be sad. You can talk about stuff for the rest of your life if that's what you want to do. Some people move on and be happy. But the fact of the matter is, you cannot. Oh, and let me say this. I have sons and I have daughters. So I don't play that shit where women can do this and men can't do it because you're a man. If you're going to continually drag a person, continually, and then you think you're going to regulate the way that they respond, I don't know. I don't know how that works. Let me know how that works for y'all. Because when you keep poking the bear going to say some to you that is going to be crazy. And then y'all going to be saying, why the person say this or why the person say that? He shouldn't have said that. How do you continually drag somebody and then want to dictate how they respond? How do you do that? Like, at some point, the person is going to blow up. You cannot continue to drag people. And I can say this because I have saw video. I can't say I saw all the videos because at one time I just wouldn't watch Michelle's videos, and I'm going to tell you why. But on YouTube, the stuff pops up. So Michelle been doing videos about this man when he was minding his own black business. And what he said about her with the videos, if you go and Google, it's true. Like, y'all cannot take what you like and then what you don't like, you just don't want to hear. That's what I don't like about YouTube. Y'all get y'all mindset on something and then you think it's true and it ain't. What I said is, this is what I said. Funky and about Quad in the car. Now, from what we know, in the court paperwork did not say it was her car. But of course, when I first said Rolls Royce, everybody's like, is it Quad car? it doesn't say Quad's card. So that is his friend. So you can't expect him to say anything about her. I mean, that's just it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know the interworkings of their friendships. But what I do know, well, I'm going to give y'all my honest reaction. But before I give you my honest reaction, I want to replay this. For one, this is going to help me with what I have to say, because I really have to say a lot, but I wasn't going to say it. But while this is playing, I'm going to get my little stuff together of what I want to say. But again, I did not say anything because I've learned that YouTube, oh shoot, I'm about to knock my coffee and everything over. I've learned that YouTube is really over here is really an ugly place. I don't know if it's just for the, the black people, but the messy and the, the keeping the stuff going, the, online beefs is really exhausting. It's really exhausting. And I really hope people just grow up. And I'm not saying this about those two people. I'm just saying it, period. Because one thing you guys will do is you guys will run to the comments and say all kind of stuff. But here's my deal. You guys like Funky Dineva and you support him. So why you telling me about all of the stuff that y'all don't like? If you support a person, then you like that person. That has always been my take on it. And it's still gonna be my take on it. Don't ask me to stand up for anybody after I show you why I will not, and I have absolutely nothing to do with it. But let's get into what Funky had to say.
Take any piece of scatterbutt and run with it. First of all, her car is not stolen. Second of all, third of all, 10th of all, fourth of all, it's King's vehicle that got stolen. Let's clear up the stolen car thing. He runs a car business.
And so that's a lie. So I don't know if he intentionally don't know or he just don't want to know. That is a lie. It was not King's car. I talked about that, but I'm just going to let this play out.
Rented the car to somebody else. That person and whoever they was with stole the car.
Now that's a lie, because King wasn't supposed to have the car. So I'm gonna let this play out, y'all, because what I'm gonna tell you at the end, you're gonna understand why I kept silent.
And did fraud. So let me ask her, because we're gonna take our time now. We're gonna take our time. I want to know Miss Stolen Car. Come on, hold on. No, I'm not moving on. Somebody said, move on. I'm not moving on. I'm not. For the person who put stolen car.
Okay, I'm going to fast forward this because I think I know about the point that this all started.
She said, hold on. I'm going to do this one last one, then we're going to move on. Atlas Fountainhead, Quad is not a beauty. She's no Toya. Okay, so what is she? Because you can't call her ugly. You can't call her ugly. So what is she, Atlas? Here she, this what y'all do. This what y'all do. Because you don't like her. You want to relegate her to average. Child, please. Y'all not finna sit up here. Y'all is not finna sit up here and act like when that girl is not done up, she got above average looks. That girl look better than all of y'all ass that go to work. That girl look better. So somebody said, and I'm not trying to be funny, I normally don't bring this type of crap up. They say Michelle Brown started the mess with the stolen car. A little bit of context. When me and Michelle Brown fell out, and that was around the time, or no, me and Quad had already been friends, Michelle Brown is quoted running into Quad somewhere and telling Quad, oh, you playing for the wrong team, meaning she was my friend. And from that moment on, Michelle sank her teeth into Quad, and she go over there and post lies and inflammatory stuff over there about her, the same way she do about me, the same way she do about Claudia, the same way she do about Candy. Okay, and y'all eat it up. And I'm going to tell y'all something, and I normally don't talk about Michelle Brown on my platform because I really don't care about Michelle Brown. I really don't. Michelle Brown, and listen, she's going to take this moment and turn it into 1,400 podcasts. and 1,400 YouTube videos and have at it. The reality of the situation is while Michelle Brown is sitting over there running her mouth about me constantly, here is the 100% unadulterated truth, okay? The unadulterated truth is that Michelle Brown is sick in her head and she needs to be examined by a doctor. I have lived in Miami for 7 years, okay? I lived in Miami for 7 years. On top of the 7 years, me and Michelle Brown fell out 3 to 4 years before I even moved to Miami. That is 10 years. It's been a decade without me and Michelle Brown having any sort of contact, communication, whatever. And she still find it her business to sit up on her YouTube channel day in and day out and make it about me. If you go on that girl's YouTube channel right now and search Funky Dineva, 80% of her videos will be about me. So with that being said, who's winning? I won. I've been won. A decade in, and you still find it in your soul to be upset or throw shade or whatever it is you call yourself doing after a decade of somebody not paying you any attention, a decade, and you're still going. Have at it. Because here is the reality of the situation. I own Michelle Brown. I own Michelle Brown. Michelle Brown is the only person I know that don't like me, that know more about my life than people that like me do. People I don't like, I'm not in and out their social media feeds. People I don't like, I'm not on their channels. People I don't like, I don't discuss. And sure, some flippant bitch gonna be like, yeah, but you discussing her now, you must be bothered. Nah, it was relevant to the story. I just brought it up. And I'm going to take it a step further. Here is why people like Michelle Brown do what they do. Because Michelle Brown has done a very good job of cultivating an audience of people who are similarly disenfranchised like her. They are people who are conventionally unattractive, who are miserable, who feels like the world has not given them everything they deserve. And they're also a very niche group of people. They're a group of people who feel like they get shitted on in life because they're a Black woman. Because they're a Black woman. Michelle speaks very well to that group of women who are, oh, they hate Black women. That's her tribe. That's her tribe. And it's a bunch of bitter, unattractive, miserable people. Those are her tribe. And that is why Michelle is able to sit up over there and tell lies that people know are lies. And they just run with it. They just run with it. They just run with it because you want to hate me so bad. And it's something about my light that bothers you so bad that you rather sit over there with her and hate. Again, my life is an open book. There is enough that you can read me about in my real life that you don't have to make up. But here's the bigger story. The bigger story is the reason why I don't get bothered by the stuff that Michelle Brown does. She doesn't like me. That's what you're supposed to do. That girl don't like me. I'll take it a step further. That girl hates me. So you can't get mad at somebody who dislike you or hate you for doing the things that people who dislike people do. That's what she does. But what is sad about it, and where I will always win over Michelle Brown, and why Michelle Brown is always going to be mad, is because everything Michelle Brown has tried to do against me for over a decade has not amounted to a pile of shit. She ain't stopped nothing. Michelle, you big, fat, funky, frowsy bitch. And I'm going to do you one better. While we on the line, Oliver saw your ass at the Nene Leakes show, and he came back and reported that you still just as musty, still just as stink, and still just as funky as you were.
Okay. So guys, I wanted to get into that. Let me just stop it. Just to kind of go back to where we were. Now, I am going to go into some of y'all comments because again, I was like, okay, I'm going to not give my experience because this really didn't have nothing to do with me. But the reason why I'm so removed from this situation is because it's really hard to have compassion for a person that you don't feel is a good person. I'm just gonna be real. Now, also, I stay out of people friendship business because when you are friends with a person, you actually get to learn more about who that person is. So I feel like whatever they went through, that don't have nothing to do with me. So y'all was right. I'm going to tell y'all the full story. So, and this is to some lady, is it 𝐶𝐳83? She said, I'm not even finna address this lady, but anyways, the reason why I'm unremoved from this, is because I had a horrible experience with Michelle. So when I listened to Funky Dineva's video, it really validates a lot of things that I already thought. I'm just going to be honest. I'm just going to be honest. I don't know him. I'm going to say this to y'all. I don't give a damn about being his friend. I don't want to be his friend. I'm not a part of that community. I don't want to be nobody's friend that call women fish. Let's just get that. Let's clear that up. But this is what I'm going to show y'all. Let me make sure I have it up. Before I show you all, wait, let me make sure. Let me just make sure it's right. I'm going to show it to y'all. Let me make sure. Let me go down. Okay, so let me kind of give you all the backstory so that I can make sure that, you guys kind of understand where I'm coming from. And I've said this before. When you come on YouTube, if you've ever worked in corporate environment or even at a job, YouTube is very different. And I don't know what everybody else experience is, but people seem hateful. They seem nasty. They feel like a bunch of crabs in a barrel, and people are not nice. And it really feel like, from my experience that I had with Michelle, it almost felt like I feel like I was being attacked. So this is why I have no support for her in this situation, because everything Funky said was everything that I felt. Like I said, coming to YouTube, I did not understand, a lot of stuff, but I knew this. Anything that was posted on a public platform, and when I say a public platform, neighborhood talk, things of that nature, videos like that you can use because generally they're posted on a public platform. Well, what I noticed is because y'all, some of y'all viewers are real messy. I don't know if y'all just stay at home all day and send videos to different YouTubers. I don't know what y'all do. But anyway, anywho, I would get a lot of stuff from y'all saying that, it was a lot of rumors. So I don't know if it was true. So let's just skip over that. But let's get into it. The reason why I don't support this lady, the reason why I'm going to say that some of the stuff Funky said, I believe it to be true, is because I just don't simply believe that she is a nice person. I just don't. So I noticed when I had first started YouTube, I don't know, maybe a year in, that she would be in my hitting users. Now, I don't care about her being a hidden users, but I thought it was very weird. So a hidden user is pretty much somebody that's on your channel that instead of subscribing, they kind of, subscribe secretly. But it's crazy because they want to be hidden, but they're not really hidden because you can see them. So I noticed she was a hidden user. I didn't care. It didn't really matter. But the thing that got my attention is I kept seeing videos where she was saying people stealing her content. At that time, I wasn't doing like I do videos now, but I would just do voiceovers. So we do very different videos. So people was coming to my comments and I'm just like, what is these people talking about? But anywho, I ended up getting a video off of a public platform. Now, y'all are familiar with Neighborhood Talk. You guys are familiar with all of those platforms. So I ended up getting a video from Neighborhood Talk. It was a video that everybody had already used. Okay. So Michelle submitted a copyright claim against my video. Okay. She submitted a copyright claim. I'm not going to share it with y'all right now. She submitted a copyright claim. Now, let me kind of explain to you guys what a copyright claim is. A copyright claim is something that you own that's copyrighted. So let's be clear. A video posted on Neighborhood Talk and all of those places is really not a copyright video. But what she did, the video was of Peter Thomas when he was talking about turning himself in and, he was found guilty or whatever, Peter Thomas. So if you guys know, I guess she has a relationship with Peter Thomas. So what she did is, in order to get a copyright strike, she went to Peter Thomas, had him send her the original video, and she submitted it to YouTube. Now, let me walk this back for y'all. You all want me to have sympathy for a woman that I don't even know from Adam who got upset because I posted a video that was on a public platform. So I try to figure out like, damn, why would she do this? I've never even talked about this before because what I learned is she does things for views and clicks. So it was a situation that if I would have went on YouTube and talked about it at that time, I would have cussed. I would have did a funky Dineva. So I didn't even talk about it. And I'm going to show y'all the video. So just think that let's kind of think about this. The video was not a video that was hers. So I was like, wow, that is crazy. So she had to go back and ask Peter to send her the original video. So when you say, why don't I have a reaction? I didn't even know this woman. So she was obviously not happy about my YouTube success, I guess, because why would she strike my channel on a video that she didn't even own? But this is what I'm going to, let me show y'all this because I'm going to show y'all the proof because let me show y'all what I sent back to YouTube because I was like, no, this must be a mistake. I even sent her an email because I was going to sue her because I'm like, girl, I don't play these type of games. So this is what I sent to YouTube because I was so irritated, right? She sent a strike to my channel of a video that I received and got off the Neighborhood Talk. Okay, so this is what I sent to YouTube. This video, let me make sure y'all can see it. Because the video that I sent, the video that I put up, it wasn't her video. It was a video that was posted on a public platform. But what she did, again, I'm going to repeat it, is she went to Peter and had him send her the original. So she submitted it to YouTube as if it was her video. But the video was posted on several even other YouTube people. But she struck my channel because this lady is mean and she nasty. Now, I know y'all probably don't feel like that, but what Funky Dineva said in his video is that she's mad because she's not invited. Well, he didn't say that, but what he said is he gets to go to the parties. And I believe just because I know people down here, she's not invited to that. I know y'all probably think she's a nice person. I don't see her as a nice person. And frankly, nobody here, from what I see and hear, really likes her. So what Funky Dineva, some of what he's saying is true. So, okay. So she sent a strike to my channel. This is what I sent to YouTube. This video is on the below platforms and more. This video is owned by Peter Thomas. and he submitted a public apology which allowed the video to be shared. I provided commentary to the public apology. Michelle Brown, ATLien, has been harassing and bullying me. I guess she's angry at my success on YouTube. She's intentionally trying to have my channel deleted. I want her punished for intentionally making a false claim. This video she submitted as hers is a lie, and YouTube must do something about this. People can submit false claims impacting a creator's channel, and it's not cool. In the meantime, my video has been taken down, all because she submitted a false claim. See below. This video is on all the below platforms. So this was almost a year ago. So guys, the real reason why I did not say nothing is because y'all really don't know the real, okay? This lady is not a nice lady. And when Funky Dineva said what he said, I understood what he said because this woman has done some really weird things to me. So here's the video. I'm going to click the video. Okay, this is the video. You guys see this video on Neighborhood Talk. She sent a copyright claim and had my video taken down. So I thought about it. I said, how could she do that? And the reason that I found is because what she did is she went to, let me see if I X out this. Can y'all still see? Let me see. Yeah, what she did is she went to YouTube and she sent them the original video. So think about it. In order for her to get that original video, she reached out to Peter and said, send me the original video. So what kind of person wants to strike your channel so bad that they reach out to a third party and say, send me the original video? So I have no sympathy for this lady because she's not a nice person. She's not. Now, I don't know about Funky Dineva's history, but I know for a fact, don't come in my chat telling me to support a Black woman who ain't even nice. She's not friendly. I mean, why did she do this? I never did anything to this woman. In fact, I went to her channel and joined her live because I was just having conversation. That lady took, like when Funky Dineva said, she gonna take this and turn it into 1 million videos. She did the same thing to me. After I went to her channel just to ask her a question, I was just being a viewer like everybody else. She turned it around and said that I was taking information from her. She turned it around and said that basically, I don't know what the lady was trying to say, but I was like, OMG, what the entire hell just happened? So you guys watch these people. Y'all don't know these people like that. Here's another place the video was posted. Y'all see what I'm saying? This video that she went to YouTube, got a copy of the video, struck my channel, was on all types of platforms. I sent this to YouTube, but what I learned is because she said it's a copyright and she got the original video, she did this intentionally. Are y'all following me, or do y'all need me to break it down a little further? Okay, this video was also on other YouTubers' channel. Here it is right here. It says bad news for Peter Thomas as he makes public statements. Who else did this video? DJ Richie. Did y'all see that? He did it. He showed that same video again. We are bloggers, so we are sometimes looking at the same stuff at the same time. So what has happened is, y'all see this video? When I click on the link, it takes me to DJ. Oh, y'all can't see that. Let me stop sharing. I'm sorry. So let me tell y'all. So I clicked on the link. When I click on the link, it takes me to his page. So I was not the only one that posted the video, but she intentionally came after me for what? Like, I didn't even know this lady. I don't want to hear it from y'all. No, I don't want to be in this because this is Funky and her. And I feel like some of the stuff that he said is true because I experienced it with this person. Again, let's get back to it because every time I click on the link, it takes me out of the video. So here's the deal. She submitted a claim against me for a video that was posted on a platform. And I'm showing y'all the platforms here. I'm showing y'all the platforms here. She posted a video. I'm sorry, I keep saying she posted a video. She went to YouTube, told YouTube that I used a video that was hers. The video was of Peter Thomas. So what that means is she knows Peter Thomas. She reached out to Peter and told him to give her the video. She then submitted a copyright claim against me, struck my channel for a video that wasn't hers. I couldn't prove it wasn't hers because it wasn't mine either. But the video came, I just showed y'all, from Neighborhood Talk, Shade Room, all of that. So I am sorry to tell y'all, I don't feel no way, shape, or form because, again, this lady is not a nice person. She's not a nice person. Hands down, she not. Because apparently, you tried to do this to me for what reason? I was so mad. I was so mad. I didn't even talk about it because I was like, damn, what the hell? So that's what I mean when I say these people are nasty and dirty. I was going to sue her, but I thought about it. I said, don't waste your time, because what y'all don't understand is people do shit for clicks and, because again, I didn't even know her. I was friendly, joined her, what is that, live, just to have a conversation. And from that, it led to, this information is false, or she did this. It was just a bunch of stuff that I didn't like. So I separated myself from it and I said, I don't like how she operates. And again, I know people here. I live in Atlanta. People don't really like her. I don't know why, but given, the experience that I had, I can understand why. I can totally understand why. So I want to get back into his video because I feel like I'm missing something. And let me kind of share it again. Maybe that'll resurrect some more of my thoughts, because right now I'm kind of forgetting some stuff.
10 years ago, when me and you stopped talking, when me and you used to go to dinner and you smelled bad, why you sitting up on your YouTube always talking about me, you fat, funky, fish smelling, frowsy, fat bitch? You need to take your ass to the nearest Epsom salt factory and sign up for a customer appreciation tour. And you need to be somewhere talking about that. And you need to soak your big, fat, funky, frowsy, fish smelling ass in a tub of apple cider vinegar. Michelle, undeniably.
Okay. That helped me with my thoughts. I needed to kind of remember. So again, y'all will push and push. Push and push. Again, I don't know what these people's situation is or what happened with the house or whatever, but this lady continue. She continued going on, doing videos, saying little stuff. At what point, y'all heard what Funky said about Tasha. That's how I felt about her. It was like, whenever I see you, that's really what I felt, because I was like, you girl, you honey, what? Like, I was really, so I had to mentally, what's going on? And then somebody reached out to me and said, you know what she's doing? And I said, no, I don't know shit, because I'm not an internet person. I don't know. It was all for clicks and views. Stop talking to her. Stop dealing with her. Stop mentioning her, because what she's trying to do is bring viewers to her channel. I said, okay, that's it. Maybe that's it. So I stopped. But don't come in my damn comments telling me how I should feel. I shouldn't feel shit, because from my perspective, this lady is not a nice person. How conveniently we play victim when it's convenient. You've been calling this man a junkie. I mean, he did whatever to your house. This is just my perspective. When you become an adult, you act like one. He messed up your house. You sued him. You got interest. You got your money. Move on. Like, as adults, people don't always apologize. And here's the deal. I saw a video where this man apologized and you still do it. So I don't know. I don't know what y'all expecting. You ain't gonna get it from me.
Undeniably, you sit on social media and make up stuff about me. You do. You stay talking about stuff that ain't got no relevance. Michelle, every single person, including Nene Leakes, talks about the way you smell. And it bothered me that a decade later, people are still talking about the way you smell. You have had to be stank for so long that you are nose blind to it. And here's the gag. Talking about her ain't even worth shit. The bitch scary as fuck. The bitch scary as fuck. I'm back in the city. The bitch ain't gonna come outside. She ain't gonna come outside. She gonna sit back. She gonna go everywhere she know I'm not at. Because that's the type of scary bitch she is. And she gonna sit up and be stank somewhere. Like, a decade. A decade. The next time she do a video and she get to talking about me, all I want y'all to put in the chat is hashtag a decade. This is the longest I've talked about this girl since we fell out over a decade ago. And I'm gonna be very honest with you. I regret this shit already. I regret it already because I broke my streak. I honestly regret doing it. I regret doing it already because I would never want to give her the satisfaction of thinking that I am somewhere thinking about her, because I'm not. I'm not. And I know she gonna sit somewhere and her minions gonna be somewhere and be like, but you just, she must be popping. You must be bothered because you gave the last 15 minutes of your show to Michelle. If that's what y'all need in order to sleep easy at night, then have at it.
Also, guys, so this is what I want to say. Now, he was saying, you know, Michelle followers is this ugly, this and that, this and that. This is what I believe he said. Y'all got to understand, when people get mad, they say all kind of stuff that they didn't mean, but they meant some of it. There is a certain type of spirit that comes with a bitter person, because when you're bitter, you are validated by bitterness. So the fact that you all continue to hear that same bitter story and want to keep hearing that he did me, he did me, he did me, when do you move on? I believe that's what he's saying, because bitterness is ugly. You can be fine as wine, but when you bitter, you're ugly. And in all honesty, that is what I get from her. I ain't making this up. I just showed you all that she struck my channel from a video that was on a public platform that was not her video. Not only did she do that, she went as so far as to reach out to the person who was her friend and get them to send her the video so she can validate her copyright claim. I don't even know this woman. The only thing that I can think of is at one time we may have shared the same viewers. I don't know what y'all was saying in this woman chat. I don't know. But also what I did know is that people on YouTube get mad, they get jealous, and they do all this weird stuff. I didn't know that. So she did these things to me and I didn't even know her. Why did she do that? So when you say funky this, funky that, I don't know nothing about funky. I don't know nothing about the LGBT community. I don't know nothing about you all saying, oh, they always dragging black women. I don't know nothing about that. But what I do know is what I experienced from her. And given my experience, I do not see her as a nice person.
But here is one thing, two things, three things that we know for sure that a bitch should never be able to take away from me. And I'm looking you dead square in your face, motherfucking Michelle Brown, and I'm telling you this. I'm not in the same place you left me in, love.
And let's talk about that. Let's talk about it. You know, Michelle is the type of person, this is just what I learned. She's been on YouTube forever. I learned that from y'all. From what I learned is her and Funky started together. That's what I learned. You have saw him pass her up. He did. I don't care if y'all like it or you don't like it. He passed her up. Think about this. A man that you feel like did you so wrong has passed you up, living better than you, probably can do more than you. I'm just thinking outside the box because, I mean, he got 4 times, 5 times as many subs as her. That means that, hey, more people, more money, right? Although we don't get paid for subs, but the subs do matter. So this is what he's saying. Sometimes people get mad for other reasons because maybe, just maybe, you know, because she talks about it a lot. Whatever he did to her house was supposed to be his downfall. Y'all got to let people live. We done all did some messed up stuff, whether you know it or not. Whether you know it or not, we have all did some messed up stuff. Like, we have all did it.
And that's the win in itself. That's the win in itself. I'm not in the same place you left me in.
Again, sometimes people get upset because of your success. Would we still, or would she still be talking about Funky if he was still the junkie that she says that he is? I mean, something don't make sense. I know based on what she did to me that she's not a nice person. Now, if I had 5,000 subs or 10,000 subs, I think she wouldn't have done it. But what she did was intentional. She gave me a strike for a video that wasn't hers. What's that giving y'all?
I've left your ass in the dust, and you have had the esteem, honor, and pleasure of sitting back in your reclusive state and watching me pop my shit for the last decade. While 10 years later, you still stink. 10 years later, you've got no shows, no new opportunities. In the world of Ozempic and Mounjaro, you still find a way to gain weight, which is, for the life of me, I'm not understanding, because you always had a little bit of money. You still finding a way to get fatter, and then you still ate Michelle. Even if you gotta line your clothes with baking soda before you leave, you still got the audacity to talk shit about people, and you smell like a canal in the middle of Minnesota. And I'm throwing Oliver all under the bus, and Oliver do forgive me, but Oliver came back and said last week when he saw you at the Nene Leak show thing, when you went over there and tried to talk to him, you was stank then, and 3 people came back and said you was stank at YouTube Black.
Now, y'all gonna say, oh, he talking about a woman body and she stank. I mean, I don't know. I've heard it before. But again, if you guys don't like it, then stay off his channel. I don't know. But what I do know is that she is not a nice person. I mean, how in the hell do you go around being a nasty person, but think that you're going to get good responses? It don't work like that. What I mean, I'm not preaching, but the Bible say you do what? You reap what you sow. So it's you can't sow bad seeds and then expect people to say good things about you either.
Now, you don't gave me every STD on the man. I'm nasty. I'm on drugs. I'm on crack and all of this. And let me tell you something. Baby, I might have smoked all the crack from here to Timbuktu, but a bitch ain't never said I was stank. That's one thing about it, and 2 things for sure. My name might be Funky Dineva. You lied, you know, good and goddamn well. That was dog food. That was dog food that was busted at the front door of your condo, but you wanted to make it seem like I had doo-doo.
You see, he's pointing out that she's just not a good person, y'all. I don't know nothing about Funky. I don't know. He's not my friend. Like I said, I don't need to be his friend. But you all run with shit that y'all don't know what y'all be talking about. She is just the type of person she's just not a good person. Now, y'all can like her. I'm not saying don't like her, go over there. But I am saying that she is a mean-spirited person. And I'm also saying people just don't like her here.
Like, I'm sitting there living in a house with doodoo at the front door. A house that you came to every day and picked me up. But catch this tea, bitch. In the midst of me living in that house with that doodoo, bitch, I ain't never smell as bad as you. So here's the thing. Until Michelle Brown is able to walk these streets and get 3 consecutive random reports that she smelled fresh, you sitting up with some stale ass box braids, fat as a goddamn U-Haul truck, cracking stale ass jokes, junkie Dineva, and whatever else you be saying. Here's the funny thing. After a decade, that girl don't know nobody I know. That girl don't know nothing about my life. I don't even know what she's finding room to even still talk about at this point. That girl don't know nothing about my life. That girl, at best, she knows somebody that's like, oh, I saw Funky Dineva at Red Lobster. That girl don't know nobody that I know. But until we get 3 random reports that consecutively that you smell fresh, I'll never feel any ways tired about you. You old, you fat, you stink, you're not smart, you're non-degreed, you're washed up, your self-esteem is in the dump, you don't have a man, you don't have a baby, 2 things that you wanted, but your pussy was too corroded to get. Nobody in Atlanta sees it for you. You think you...
And what I just say, people here don't like her. Now, y'all gonna keep telling me that a person is a good person, but nobody like them. You can go on YouTube. People will like you and they won't. I mean, people will like you and people will dislike you. But why don't nobody like this lady? I mean, I'm just being honest because, I mean, y'all know everything. So why don't no one like her?
You doing something because you be with Nene Leakes, and Nene, what's she doing these days? You have no access to any celebrity circles. You have no access to any networks. We have not seen you on any TV shows, any specials. You don't host anything. You don't get any bookings. You don't shop better than me.
Okay, and we can pretty much nip it in the bud there. So again, I didn't give y'all my honest reaction before because I said it's don't got nothing to do with me. But you wanted to know, here you have it. So the reason why he's saying that she has no access, because this is what I found out from others. Back in the days, she would do interviews. So she would do, different interviews and stuff like that. So she did want to be a part of that celebrity culture, but it dwindled down. So what Funky is saying, I'm doing everything you want to do. And I'm going to be honest, I'm going to call it like I said, I'm going to come on here and give y'all my honest reaction. Yes, he did that to her house. But the real problem is you are mad at where this man is today. Let's just be honest, because if somebody is a crackhead, they're a junkie, you don't care about them because they're nobody. Let me tell you what the real issue is. People will get mad at you for surpassing them, for doing better than them, and for accomplishing the goals that you accomplished, but they are not able to accomplish them, okay? This whole situation with the house, I get it. He shouldn't have did it. But what didn't happen is you were not able to use that particular situation to forever cancel him. You don't have the authority to cancel people. And that's the bitterness and the ugliness that live within this lady. Like, I met her, not met her personally, but the interactions and what she did to me. And that's my honest reaction. So y'all wanted to know what my honest reaction was to this entire situation. And that is it. I don't have nothing to do with the situation, but what I have experienced from Michelle is very nasty, is very ugly. And that's that.